Look, we need to figure out why your relentless hard work in the gym might actually still be leaving you with a kind of blurry, unfinished physique. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us. Today, we're basically tearing down typical workout advice and looking at something way more nuanced, the subtle details of your muscular anatomy, right? We all know that feeling. You put in the hours, you're hitting the heavy compounds, but you look in the mirror and something is just off. Well, today, we're going to completely fix that.
I mean, you've been there, right? You've dieted down, you put in the endless crunches, and boom, you finally got your abs to show. But you're looking in the mirror wondering why your midsection looks blocky from the front and totally flat from the side. You've got that coveted six-pack, sure, but if your physique still feels unpolished or, blurry, it is incredibly frustrating. It's a super common plateau, actually, but the source material we're analyzing today gives us a truly fascinating reason for exactly why this happens. And the problem is actually pretty simple. You are essentially building a roof with absolutely no walls. Think about it. You've got the core, that's your roof, but you're missing the structural support that actually frames the whole thing. You're missing the 3 critical detail muscles that turn a decent everyday shape into a literal 3D Greek statue. Without these missing link muscles, your frame is just always going to look flat. So let's start building those walls.
Number 1, shark gills, the serratus anterior. So our first area focuses on carving out the sides of your torso. In the fitness community, we commonly call these the shark gills. Technically, it's the serratus anterior. These are those finger-like muscles that sit right on your upper ribs and just seamlessly frame the abs. They literally tie the chest, the lats, and the abdominals all together. And the sources are crystal clear on this. If you skip training these specific muscles, your midsection is just going to look like a flat slab instead of a highly defined architectural frame. Like, these are the exact muscles that make you look absolutely shredded even when you're just standing there normally. Okay, so how do we actually target them? To build these up, the source material points us toward 2 main movements. First, the Serratus Punch, which you can do with either a cable machine or a dumbbell. And second, your traditional ab wheel rollouts. Now, a quick heads up, these aren't your typical heavy lifting exercises. They require total precision and a very specific type of tension to actually stimulate those finger-like muscles right there on the ribs. And the secret to that tension lies in one crucial mental cue, the shoulder blade reach. So during the Serratus Punch, whatever you do, don't just mindlessly move your arm back and forth. You have to focus on protracting that shoulder blade forward as far as it can possibly go. Imagine literally reaching out of your shoulder socket. That extreme protraction is exactly what makes those gills fire. Mastering this cue, that's what creates that hyper-defined look and makes your waist appear significantly tighter. Number 2, back wall, sculpting the rear delts. All right, so now that we've framed the front, we absolutely need to fix the back wall so your shoulders stop rolling forward. And we're talking about your rear deltoids here. These are the muscles on the back of your shoulders that are completely responsible for giving your upper body that lateral depth. The reality is, and we've all seen it, most guys fall into the trap of only training what they can directly see in the bathroom mirror, right? The chest, the biceps, the front delts. But the source notes that neglecting those rear delts literally leaves you looking like you're made of paper. Your shoulders roll forward, and from a side profile, you've got absolutely zero depth. To fix this, you need the rear delt fly, but you really need to use some mental contrast here. Avoid bad form at all costs, which basically looks like flaring your elbows out like a confused bird. Seriously, we have all seen people doing this in the gym. You got to stop being a confused bird. Instead, bend over and forcefully drive those elbows back, exactly like you are elbowing someone standing directly behind you. That right there is the precise mechanical movement that builds complete depth, making your frame look thick and powerful even when you aren't flexing. Number 3, the V-taper, activating the lower lats. Finally, to really connect your wings down to your waist, you have got to stop yanking with your arms. Why does this matter so much? Well, think about it. If your V-taper stops abruptly at your ribs, you just end up with this wider, blocky torso instead of that sharp aesthetic taper down to your belt line. The source explains this usually happens because, you're grabbing the bar on pull-downs and just yanking it down with your arms. You're basically turning a lat pull-down into a really awkward bicep curl, and when you do that, your lower lats barely fire at all. So here is the exact fix, broken down into 2 simple steps. Step 1, start every single rep by engaging the scapula. You want to pull your shoulder blades down firmly before your arms even begin to bend. Then, step 2, focus on driving your elbows down and back, aiming right toward your back pockets. That specific trajectory creates this amazing sweeping outward flare in the muscle. It's almost like an optical illusion, but it's built by real muscle. It makes your waist look super narrow while making your upper body look incredibly massive. The Masterpiece Physique Protocol. Putting it all together. Okay, so we've got our 3 missing links, the serratus anterior, the rear delts, and the lower lats. But how do we actually program this? Well, the overarching philosophy here is to stop just chasing a generically bigger body. Stop chasing mere size on the scale, guys. Instead, you need to shift your entire focus to building a better shape. It is entirely about the ratio of these 3 specific detail muscles working together to aesthetically frame your physique. And to get optimal growth, according to this protocol, you need to hit these movements twice a week. Consistency on these small details is absolutely key. And when you are hitting them twice a week, you need to nail an exact rep range, 20 to 30. Because the serratus, the rear delts, and the lower lats are relatively small detail muscles, they respond best to high volume. So no ego lifting here. You need to specifically aim for 20 to 30 highly controlled, super precise reps %. Feel the squeeze, use those mental cues we just talked about, the shoulder blade reach, the elbow strike, the back pocket pull. That high rep control is exactly what forces these stubborn muscles to finally wake up and grow. So I guess the ultimate question is, are you ready to stop looking blocky and finally get that true high definition look that actually reflects all the hard work you put in? I really hope this explainer opened your eyes to the structural details you might be missing. If you want to take this to the next level, drop a comment with the word SHARP below to get the full optimization plan sent straight to you. Start applying these cues in your very next workout and just watch how your physique transforms. But ask yourself this before you hit the gym tomorrow. Are you building a complete structural masterpiece, or are you just slapping paint on a house with no walls? I'll see you in the next